Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. Here I am very glad for your affection and love toward my first study vlog. If you wish to see my first video, the link is already in the description box. You can proceed to see. This is my second vlog. I hope you must like, share and subscribe. So without any break, let's proceed. At the beginning of my day hour, the first workout is to prepare a manageable timetable. A small error in a timetable might disturb all the divisions of the school. But when doing things manually, you have to expect errors, as human errors happen. If you have a timetable management system implemented in your school, your timetable management will be automated, meaning reduced errors in a great deal. Even if you make an error, you will be able to catch it and correct it within seconds. Creating a timetable is a complex and time-consuming task which involves laborious paperwork. It needs hours of optimization to assign teachers and classrooms for periods. Since this process requires manual work, it is prone to human errors. This further affects the productivity of the institution. The complex process of timetable generation can be automated by implementing a timetable management system. It only requires you to enter the subjects and names of teachers. The artificial intelligence of the system will automatically assign subjects by making use of optimal resource optimization. Basically, in our free time we pass it manually. Behalf of wasting it, we can use it by doing several work where we found ourselves as a busy person. Here we should arrange our books, cupboard what we want. It's biology time. Biology is the science about the nature. To know the biology, it means to know the laws by which all living organisms exist. A human is at first a part of nature and only then the creator of civilization. All of us came from nature and return there. So, biology is very interesting and useful science. So note making is very important as it involves us in the learning process. And whenever we read something, we have to write down important points as we cannot hold them on mind. Making notes allows us to reduce the information into manageable size. When we are studying for exams, a lot of material has to be covered. The key points should be extracted from lecture notes and textbooks. It is an aid to exam revision. Making notes helps to think and understand the subject. Painting is using colors to make art. It is also the word for a painted work of art. Many kinds of paints are used to create art. They include watercolors, acrylics and oils. Other artists like working with pencil or chalk. Sometimes charcoal can be used. Famous paintings are often kept in art galleries, like the National Gallery in London and the Louvre, Paris, where one of the most famous paintings in the world hangs, the Mona Lisa, painted by Leonardo da Vinci. People do not have to go to a famous gallery to view art. There are private art galleries in many cities around the world. A stump is a cylindrical drawing tool, usually made of soft paper that is tightly wound into a stick and sanded to a point at both ends. It is used by artists to smudge or blend marks made with charcoal, Conte crayon, pencil or other drawing media. By its use, gradations and halftones can be produced. Stumps are typically made of paper but can also be made of felt or leather. They are sold commercially in a range of sizes suitable for manipulations covering large areas, for operations on a miniature scale, and those in between. A variant that is not as tightly packed and has a hollow core is called tortillon. As a biology student, I made a painting of leaves showing transcription that's on the water drops. I made it as seems as realistic. Just seeing the Facebook posts in my phone. But I will leave it because it is a part of distraction. It's already 2 o'clock. Time for a 10-minute nap. It is my fault that to snooze alarm such that it can't break my dream. Just snoozing, snoozing, and snoozing. I get distracted from study. It's already 3 o'clock. External distractions include factors such as visual triggers, social interactions, music, text messages, and phone calls. There are also internal distractions such as hunger, fatigue, illness, worrying, and daydreaming. Both external and internal distractions contribute to the interference of focus. A named reaction is a chemical reaction named after its discoverers or developers. Among the tens of thousands of organic reactions that are known, hundreds of such reactions are well known enough to be named after people. Well-known examples include the Grignard reaction, the Sabatier reaction, the Wittig reaction, the Claisen condensation, the Friedel-Crafts acylation, and the Diels-Alder reaction. Books have been published devoted exclusively to named reactions. Although systematic approaches for naming reactions based on the reaction mechanism or the overall transformation exist, such as the IUPAC nomenclature for transformations, the more descriptive names are often unwieldy or not specific enough, so people names are often more practical for efficient communication. Chemistry is the scientific discipline involved with elements and compounds composed of atoms, molecules and ions, their composition, structure, properties, behavior and the changes they undergo during a reaction with other substances. Break time. In meteorology, a cloud is an aerosol consisting of a visible mass of minute liquid droplets, frozen crystals, or other particles suspended in the atmosphere. Seeing the enemy names the last weather.
100% の晴れ女？雨。雨。